I'm setting out alone in one of Oregon's most unknown and hidden gems of the outdoors.
So when I get to the top, I'm gonna be in for a treat. Water feels very cold, yet it's so refreshing. So it's officially raining now.
And for the next 3 days, it's just me and miles of trail that most people never get to see.
I'm about 2 miles into the hike. There's a lot of people, so I gotta get to the campsite before it's all taken. So I've wanted to come here to the Wallowas Eagle Cap Wilderness for probably about 2 years now, since I found out about it for the first time. And man, I'm only 3 miles in and it's already so rewarding. Every corner is a great view. As you can tell from up there and back behind me, it's a little bit cloudy. Wasn't expecting that. However, we gotta keep moving. So hopefully it does not rain on me, because I didn't bring a raincoat. I do have a rain fly on my tent though, so hopefully I'm fine. I think I'll be good. Besides the clouds, there's not much to complain about. I really hope I can get a decent camping spot tonight, because, well, I want a good camping spot. I know there's just gonna be a huge crowd at the lake. So I'm just anticipating for that, but we'll see what happens. All the way over there is Eagle Cap. We'll spend the night over there, and I'm gonna climb that mountain in a couple days. I don't think I've seen that many wasps or hornets or wherever they are in one place. That's actually terrifying. So it's officially raining now. Did not make it to the campsite before the rain hit. It took about 30 minutes for the storm to pass. It said it was gonna be clear, but I heard some thunder and it rained a little bit. But now we're seeing some blue sky here and there. So that's good. 5.3 miles in.
In these few miles, the views were so rewarding. It feels so much bigger out here when I'm alone, yet I still had no idea what views I would see tomorrow.
About 7.5 miles in, pretty close to the Mirror Lake, and then I'm gonna go past another one and then find a campsite for the night. It's almost 6 p.m. and I've gained about 2,000 feet of elevation today. Luckily that storm from earlier has passed and I don't have to worry about that tonight, so that's relieving. But let me just say, Mirror Lake, probably the prettiest and most beautiful lake I've ever seen in my life. The water is so still, you can definitely tell that it's a mirror. It's surrounded by granite walls, Eagle Cap looking down, with some other mountains around as well. This view is like truly amazing. Couldn't hope for anything better. I skipped over Mirror Lake. There were just so many people. There's probably, I guess, between 50 and 100 people just camping right around the lake. I definitely could have found a spot, but I want to keep going a little bit further and avoid the big crowds, I guess. I've gone over 8 miles today and I'm pretty excited and pretty eager to get to a campsite. Okay, so I finally found a campsite. I got a good spot for the tent right there. This view is so amazing. I can see so many different mountains. Unfortunately, I didn't camp next to Mirror Lake, which would have been really, really cool. However, I think I'm gonna like the privacy, and staying away from the crowd is kind of what I want to do, especially when I'm filming. But anyways, I'm super hungry and I really need to eat. I'm gonna heat up some water and get cooking. So I'm all cozy up in the tent now. It got dark real quick, so I had to set up real quick. It definitely feels weird right now, being in a 3-person tent with just myself. It's a little bit lonely, but I also feel like I have lots of luxury. This is what I ate for dinner just a couple minutes ago. It was really good. Anyways, I had a big day today. I had lots of hiking and I had a lot of driving to do this morning. So I'm pretty tired. Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up early and get a lot of miles in and try to see even more beautiful lakes and mountains. Today has just been absolutely crazy. All right, I'll see you in the morning for day 2. It's officially the morning of day 2. I slept a lot of time yesterday. It's about 7 a.m. and I'm gonna head to another lake and eat breakfast. It's super windy right now, but I'm going down to that lake over there. The view from up here is just absolutely crazy.
Reaching Glacier Lake felt unreal. The water was impossibly deep, and Glacier Peak towering above was like a protective giant. It's easily the most unforgettable part of my trip. Out here, it was the kind of legendary spot that is perfect for getting fueled up for the day.
Got some granola for breakfast. Hopefully it tastes good.
It tasted pretty good.
The view from up there was probably one of the most beautiful things I've seen in my life. I have a couple more lakes to look at today, including one that's just over there. So we're gonna do that real quick. It's super windy right now. I'm not quite sure what this one's called, but it's super, super pretty. It's smaller than the other ones. It's almost 10 in the morning and we have a lot more lakes to get to for today, so might as well get started. Fortunately, I'm having trouble breathing because this view is taking my breath away. So far, I feel like this day, day 2, is a lot more pretty and there's a lot more views than the first day. There's so many more views and lakes to come, and just seeing this view from down there, I already know that I'm in for a real treat. I've arrived at Frazier Lake. I've gone about 5 miles today, and the views are just absolutely insane. I'm still looking for mountain goats. I haven't seen any yet, so hopefully they come around sometime soon. I'm having a blast. I definitely want to come back here at some point. This meadow and the mountains behind me are so beautiful. I love it so much. The scenery is so dense. There's so much stuff to look at here. It's really hard to like take time and look at all when there's so much more out there that I want to see. I'm gonna try to get about 3 more miles in until I eat lunch. I'm at this creek, ready to eat lunch, and I just spilt like all my mac and cheese. Most of it, yeah. That's really unfortunate. Now I have to figure out how to bury that. Luckily I have extra ramen, so I'm just gonna eat that. A little disappointing, but oh well. I finished up the ramen. I did not spill it this time, and I'm very happy about that. Not bad. Cheesy too. So I stopped for lunch a bit longer than I wanted to. I spent a lot of time making 2 meals because the mac and cheese failed. About 7 miles until camp tonight. I have to do some swimming before, so definitely need the energy.
I spent the afternoon hiking through the lake basin, passing half a dozen beautiful lakes, all surrounded by the powerful mountains of Eagle Cap.
Officially made it to Lake 4 for the day. This lake is called Lee Lake. Behind me down there is called Douglas Lake. It's pretty cool, but I'm gonna keep going until I get to Mirror Lake and then I'll swim there.
Through this section, I didn't see many people like I had earlier in the day or yesterday. I had forests and meadows to myself, so I enjoyed the scenery alone. And for me, it was pretty nice.
So I've officially made it back to Mirror Lake. I was here yesterday, and now I'm just looking for a spot to swim. From this nice meadow, I have it mostly to myself, I think. However, it's pretty shallow and I want a deeper spot to swim. Okay, I found a great spot to swim. I'm gonna do it real quick. The water feels very cold, yet it's so refreshing. Luckily I was able to jump in before the sun goes down, so I can dry off with that pretty well. But alright, pretty cold. Oh god, I'm cold. I need a towel. Oh, I have a towel. I forgot about that. The time is about 6:45 right now. I'm gonna go find a campsite. Probably about half a mile, maybe a mile further up, closer to that. So in the morning, I think I'm only gonna have about 2 miles to get to the top with about 2,000 feet of elevation gain. I ended up just strapping my shorts and stuff to the back of my bag to help them dry out. They're definitely not gonna get dry because it's not very warm anymore. Look at that view. It's just absurd. So I finally found a campsite, and I got a pretty good view too. Anyways, I'm gonna eat dinner and then go to bed because tomorrow I have an early morning climbing a mountain. Good morning, it's about 6 in the morning right now. I have about 2 miles and 2,000 feet to climb. I'll update you along the way and show you cool views. I was gonna get started a bit earlier, but I could hear some crazy wind going around the mountains, and I didn't want to deal with that, but now it's super still. I'm a little bit closer to the top right now. Being able to see it is really nice, and the view is already just so gorgeous. These mountains behind me are mountains I have yet to see on this trip. So when I get to the top, which is pretty soon, I'm gonna see a whole lot. I'm gonna be in for a treat. This is so awesome. I still haven't seen any mountain goats, but I really keep my eyes peeled now. I've gained most of my elevation for this climb, and I'm about halfway done with the mileage. So I did the bulk of the climbing already. I think it's gonna get real steep at the end though. I officially made it to the top of Eagle Cap. This rock right here marks the summit. This is the 10th tallest mountain in Oregon, so it's really awesome to be up here. You can see so far and so much. Look at that. It was 2 days ago that I was over there and I was looking at this mountain, Eagle Cap, and I thought, I'm gonna summit that one. So now, 2 days later, I'm at the summit. I've explored all these lakes and creeks and mountains around, and this has just been a blast. I'll probably spend about 15 or 20 more minutes alone up here. I have it all to myself, so I might as well take advantage of it. I'm eat some food, and I'll head back down, pack up, and head back to the car. After 12 miles hiking back down today, and about 38 miles in total after 3 days, I finally made it back and finished my first solo trip. Thank you for watching.